Hey, what's up everybody? Sonuts here bringing you some Mafia 3 related news. As you know, the trailer just dropped this morning. It was awesome, but sadly it did not show any actual gameplay. But I did manage to get some gameplay from other sources for this video, so you will be seeing some melee takedowns, some shootouts, and some vehicular combat. And I hope you enjoy the video, so let's jump right into it, shall we? So, this game is going to take place in 1968 New Orleans. You're going to be playing as Lincoln Clay, a Vietnam vet who comes back from the war to find his family has been murdered by the Italian mob. So I'm assuming he goes on some type of quest for revenge. And I guess you end up taking over New Orleans one stronghold at a time. And along the way you manage to recruit lieutenants to help you out. So let's have a look at these lieutenants, shall we? So lieutenant number 1 is Cassandra. She is a afro-poofed, foxy brown looking woman, looking all sexy with that nice mocha skin. The next one is a country boy looking white man with some sideburns. I'm gonna call him Sideburn Burke. He looks like he's pretty crazy. And then you got the coolest lieutenant of all, Vito from Mafia 2. And I'm really wondering how he ties into this story. Like, how the fuck did he end up in New Orleans? Now, as you can see, he has gray hairs. He hasn't aged very well. I'm assuming he's been stressed, because I have a feeling that it's probably going to show some flashbacks from Vito's life. And it's probably going to show him taking out that dude that he was riding in the car with at the end of Mafia 2. Because as you know, that old guy had Joe whacked. Like, that's what we all assumed. I mean, we may come across Joe in here. We don't know yet. But I'm assuming that Joe was whacked. Vito did not like that shit, so he ended up taking out that little old guy whose name I just can't think of. And then he had to flee. And he decided, what better place to come to than New Orleans. Now, for me personally, I probably would have went to California if I was Vito. You know, way across the map instead of going right in the center of the map. But hey, it's all good. And I'm assuming that Vito helps out this guy because, you know, he doesn't like the Italian Mafia. He's an Italian, but since the Italian Mafia killed Joe, he's like, you know what, fuck them motherfuckers. I'm gonna help you out, buddy. I'm gonna help you take out this bitch ass Italian Mafia, and we gonna fucking run this bitch. But yeah, so I'm really interested to see how Vito ties into it. It's going to be pretty amazing. Now I'm going to show you some gameplay finally. As you can see, this first bit of gameplay, he's walking up to a club, uppercuts him, pulls out a knife, stabs him in the face. Brutally, look at that, the blood splashing all over his face. Look at the fucking angry look on Lincoln's face. That's just, it's so amazing. And as you can see, the map is somewhat like Grand Theft Auto 5. You have the little square map, and then you have 3 little bars. I'm assuming this is just your health. I don't think it's like GTA where you got like a special armor and then health. I think this is just your complete health bar right here, if I'm not mistaken. As you can see, it's got your cash, it's got your gun with the amount of ammunition, how many grenades you have, and the solar. Let's have a look at that again. Walks up, uppercuts him, stabs him in the face 3 times. Then he walks inside the club. He's like, yo, this club is nice. Look at that little sexy chick dancing. Then we get to see some gameplay where he's got that Raging Bull a revolver. About to blow this dude over the couch. Boom, he's gone. Super football tackle, smashes his head, brains everywhere. Shoots it out with this dude. As you can see, it looks like the world's pretty alive. You got a jazz club over here. We got these police officers harassing this poor black guy. We got these little hippie looking white dudes walking by. The lighting looks really good. The lights from the police car, just the lighting's off in the distance. You see the little fog in the background. It looks like a really ambient city. Then we see the first little bit of driving here, jumping little ramps and shit. Now, as you can see, it gives you an option. You complete it, some type of mission. I'm assuming this is some type of informant you were getting some information from, and you can choose to spare him or kill him. But as you know, 95% of us are going to shoot him right in the head. And it's really cool because as soon as you hit Y, he shoots him in the head and kicks him out the door, which is so cool. Boom! Didn't really get to see him. Push him out, but that's what he was about to do. See? He shot the tire out. The car flips, catches on fire. Now that's one of the things I'm kind of not liking about this game. It seems like every car that you shoot or run into sets on fire and explodes, which is very, very unrealistic. So hopefully they change that before the game's released. See? He just rams the car and it magically explodes. Like, that's just dumb. That is not going to happen. They need to make it a little bit more like a GTA where you can just damage your car, and the only way to actually explode a car is shooting the gas tank or fucking hitting it with a grenade or a rocket launcher. Like, what the fuck? That's the one thing I'm not liking. Watch this. Boom. Rams the cars. They automatically catch on fire. Come on, man. I'm liking everything about this game but the vehicles, because I just find that to be a little bit too over the top. They explode. Here we go. We get to see some pretty good shootouts. He switches to the grenade launcher. See, now that's the only time a car should explode, if you got a fucking grenade launcher. Sends them flying. As you can see, they still haven't added gore to the game, which is kind of disappointing. I was hoping to see some arms and legs go flying. But, you know, as long as they got body damage, like GTA 5 or Max Payne 3 or something like that, I'll be happy. Another car explosion. Kapluya. And then that was it. That was pretty much all the gameplay that I could find. And then it just then we're switching over here to the trailers. As you know, this game is made by Hangar 13, which is a different company from the first game. And then it just shows you the bayou. He's talking, saying a whole bunch of stuff. He was in war. There goes a club. See, now here it is, here it is. The Italian Mafia, I'm assuming when he came back from the war, he went to this bar to hang out with the black mob. So the Italian Mafia comes, shoots the place up. There's blood everywhere, there's dead bodies everywhere. You can tell this is Lincoln Clay right here, because he's wearing his Vietnam outfit. And then you got, this is a Italian guy right here. He's tossing a match, trying to burn everybody. But somehow, you manage to make it out. And you're basically set out to get revenge on these sons of bitches. As you can see, he's got an Italian mob boss in the back seat. He's beat the shit out of him. And then he's taking him out to the bayou. And then his 3 lieutenants show up. Kick him, feed him to the gators, and booyah. Now, that's something I really hope we can do in the game. Like, I hope that's just not like a fucking cutscene or a cinematic. I hope we can actually choose to kill somebody and feed them to the gators. That would just be the best. But yeah, that's pretty much all the gameplay and information I have right now. Oh yeah, and once you take over strongholds, you can actually assign lieutenants to those specific strongholds, which give you perks. And one of the perks allows you to call in a favor from one of the lieutenants if you're being pursued by the police, and they can either pay off the police so they stop chasing you, or either send some goons to help you take out the police. So I think that's pretty cool. But other than that, yeah, it's all the information I've accumulated watching all these different videos and reading up on it, and it looks like a really promising game. I don't think there was a release date, but I'm assuming it's coming out next year. Would be really nice if it was coming out this year, but honestly, with all the other great games coming out this year, I don't think I'd have time for another awesome game. But anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay. I'll see you guys on the next video.